All right, perfect. And I hit the live button, so we should be live now, and hopefully no issues this time around. No worries. Take your time getting back. So today, welcome everybody to Tint Wizdom. Today I'm joined with Pam and Paul from Tint LA and also Tintwork app, which is a new app that you're launching. It's not a new network, though. It's just a new app, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So why don't we start there? Tell if you could kind of tell everybody, about Tintwork, and we'll work our way off of that. What is Tintwork?
Okay, I'll let my wife start with that first.
Okay.
So Tintwork is a network of window tinters that can share work with each other. We own Tint LA and Add Outlook Window Tinting Services, and we found a problem where the phone rings like crazy one day where we're turning down 10 jobs, and then the next day it's crickets. And I think a lot of window tinters deal with that issue that, it's if we could just get all the customers to cooperate and wait, but they don't want to wait. They all want it now.
You know how they go.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's difficult as a company to be able to guarantee a salary like hiring employees, and, let's face it, window tinters are rock stars. They can just work on their own and get plenty of work when they're good at what they do. So it's even hard to hire somebody good, especially for mobile. In a shop, I think it's a little easier of a situation, but we've always been mobile. So we decided to just try and get a network of friends that also do the tinting that, we can just call and say, hey, like, I'm slammed today. You want this one? And, oh, cool. Yeah, I'm totally dead. And then they would call us back and be like, hey, I'm slammed. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're dead today. Awesome. Yeah, we'll help you out with this one. And then my husband said, why don't we make an app? And I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so much easier. Let's basically make Uber for the window tinting industry.
Which took 3 years to develop.
Yeah.
3 long years on this app.
Yeah, so I've basically been doing it, just me calling friends, texting, whatever, and now our app is finally
the night it's supposed to be launched tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good timing.
Yeah, it's perfect timing for this. We're reaching out. Yep, it's ready.
Okay.
It's ready.
So is it auto and flat glass?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
both. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And-
it's auto and flat.
Mm-hmm.
And
So basically, anybody who is a professional window tinter in the Los Angeles and Las Vegas areas right now can join. Palm Springs as well. We're expanding to Palm Springs. But we're going to just start with these test markets, build them up really well, and then we'll expand from there and probably get an RV and go on tour and get more places as well. But right now, anybody as far north as like Lancaster and as far south as probably Huntington Beach, and then as far east as Palm Springs is what we've got in California. And then all of Los Angeles, so everything in between, and then all of Las Vegas right now as well. So anybody who's a professional tinter can go to tintwork.com. There's an application there for them to fill out so that I have all their information. And then we want to make sure we have quality control. So initially, we're going to meet them in person, see their work, see them tint a car, and make sure that, this person is legit, so that, we're not sending anybody out.
Well, in the future, you can't meet everybody personally. So we're going to work with shops that, whereas the guy the installer can go to a shop, and the shop owner can evaluate and say he's a 10-star, 5-star, whatever. You can hire this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like say we spent 3 months testing it out, physically testing it out. I got it downloaded. My wife got it downloaded. A couple other times. Yeah, it was longer, but I'm talking about really getting all the bugs out.
Right.
Really getting all the bugs out. How bugs pop up.
So, okay. Take me through the process as a tin shop. What's the deal here? What do they get? What do they pay? How does it work? Tin shop goes to the site now. They sign up. You vet them as a good fit for Tintwork. What's next for them? What does it look like?
Well, the shops are going to be a little bit down the road. I think right now we need to, for the most part, focus on mobile. We might be able to handle a little bit with shops if they need a tinter to come to them, to their shop. But if there is a shop that they get a customer that they only want to do work in-house and they have a customer that goes, well, can you come to me? That's where they would reach out to us to find a mobile window installer that can go to that customer's home. So that's the nice thing about, all the shops that are out there, is that they don't want to deal with mobile. Instead of turning down that job, they just bring it to us. And we all deal with wholesale rates.
Okay.
So then if there's mobile window tinters out there that need more work, this is where they can, sign on to the app. They have to agree to the wholesale rates. I'll go through that in a sec. And then they'll get an alert, basically saying like, here's an opportunity in your area, and it'll show them year, make, and model of the car, or it's flat glass, show them what type of film. We offer carbon and ceramic in general. They'll get all the details, like what city it's in, what time, all of that. If they want to accept it, great. They just click a button and it's theirs. They do it. The average that we pay for like 7 windows on a sedan is $110. Get $160 for ceramic. And all we ask that, about which film they're using. It's got to have a lifetime warranty. Again, healing, bubbling, and turning purple for carbon. And they have to carry for ceramic something healing, bubbling, purple, as well as fading. It's got to be good quality stuff. And if they're buying 3M or something like that, we can them finders that are approved for the tint work. What margin?
Okay, so I'm running in some. Sorry, everything. I just want to get this fixed because we got a couple comments in here that's new. I'm not sure where it's coming from today, so I just kind of want to take a little pause there, if you don't mind. And all right, so we are back live with the same audio issue, but we're gonna keep trying to make it work. So, okay. So as far as the jobs go, so somebody signing up for Tintwork, and they're vetted through and everything. When they see a job come through, now that's a sold job, and they've already agreed to kind of a set rate to complete that installation, right? It's not a lead they're getting. Yeah, it's a sold job.
No, it's a legit for realsies job that is going to be happening in the future, and it's all up front. Everything, how exactly, like it breaks it down between like 4 side windows, 2 quarter windows, and a back window, or if it's just the front 2 or whatever it is, year, make, and model, whatever it is. Whether there's removal, and then it'll let them know this is how much it pays on it, and whether they're going to be collecting the cash or whether it'll be paid electronically through the referrer, which is the one that originated the job, and that they would get paid, through the app instead.
Because we have. A young lady worked for us. She constantly posting jobs in the app because we getting like 60, 70 calls a day. You know how many calls you just get these calls in. We write the notes out. My wife have it organized where you can write the customer name, type of car he want to get tinted, everything. Then they just constantly putting it in the app. Bam. So all day long you get Tintwork. That's the app. It's just saying Tintwork. So you look at it, you click on available jobs. And you see all these jobs go across here. You click on that job, and it'll give you an information. And then once you authorize to do that job.
As a Tintwork user, can they submit jobs also, or are all the jobs only coming from you?
Yeah. No, they submit jobs too. Anybody can submit jobs. Even you can submit jobs.
Yeah. So we have a service fee, obviously, because you know how expensive apps are. So we have a service fee to use the app. But it makes it very reasonable. So on average for a 4-door sedan, if somebody wants to be a referrer, meaning they want to refer a job into the app to get us to, find somebody to do, and it's going to cost them on average for a sedan $150. So it's a $40 service fee, and then $110 goes to the tinter. And we've all agreed to these wholesale rates so that the referrer can still make some money on it. Yeah. So if somebody's overloaded or, God forbid, they get sick or they want to take a vacation or they just want to take a day off, then at least their entire business doesn't stop. Yeah. They can just, put those jobs into the app. We'll help them find tinters And, you know.
I only accept 21 jobs a week. That's it. 21 jobs a week. I know how much I'm going to make at the end of that week. Like I accepted 21 jobs a week ago at $3,400 in 1 week. So I say, well, this is where I'm stopping at. You know, so I can, if I'm tapped out at that week. I'm tapped out.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yep. So this is great even for
and
like
nobody heard what I just
wash.
said. I'm sorry. Let me just repeat that. We're doing things a little manually because the audio issue. So my question to you was, it opens up the opportunity for somebody to potentially just focus on lead generation. They could spend all their time just putting leads from that area into Tintwork and earn a referrals fee and never have any other part of tinting other than lead generation.
Exactly.
Right. You can be a Tintwork member and not actually be a tinter. So then you'd be called a referrer. And when you fill out the application initially on when you download the app, it's a tinter. So if you click no, then there's a lot less questions you have to answer. Because, you know, we need to know like what brand and shades you carry and yada, 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 all that stuff, you know, but yeah. So anybody really could start a window tinting business and not know how to tint themselves and just put them into the app.
They don't even have to know how to calculate square feet. It does all that. It calculates square feet. The only thing they got to do is put the inches in there, 37 by 50, and it automatically tell you how many square feet. You see, so they just put in how much they want to charge per square feet. You know, that's all.
Yeah, and then I can help them. With that as well to get started. So anybody who has, you know, even like a, you know, an auto body shop or a car wash or something where, you know, they get customers, you know, we have a lot of those, you know, they get customers that ask them from time to time, do you do window tinting? Instead of them just being like, oh, no, sorry. Well, why not make a few bucks off of it? You know, add 20, 30, 40 bucks to the price or whatever, and then put it into Tintwork. And then we come over to their shop or, you know, to the customer's home and do it for them. So then those companies can make a little extra money without having to hire a full-time tinter, you know, and have to deal with all that extra expense. And
and the customer, I'm gonna add something to it. The customer don't have to worry about if a tinter make a mistake or whatnot. If I'm done with you, I'm through, I don't want to go back. We have a reserve fee that the tinter has to put up before he can even accept jobs. So therefore, if tinter you know, make a mistake, I can actually go do the job then. And then the tinter, it takes money from that tinter reserve fee and pay me.
Yeah, you know, mistakes happen. You know, it's totally understandable. And if maybe they accepted a job that was like, you know, far out there and they, you know, cut one window short or something like that, they have the option of just paying another Tintwork member that to go, you know, fix it for them, you know, and then it's just a fee. But we have a minimum to send somebody out.
So,
you know, so at the bare minimum, even if it's just the front two windows, a tinter is going to make $60. And obviously then there's a service fee minimum of $20 with the app. You know, so that's an option too.
And that ties into Steve Walsh's question. He asked, how would you make sure that make sure for a customer that they're getting a quality job? I imagine, you know, only quality tinters and tint shops are going to be a part of this. That's part of the vetting process. And then also from there, is it like a requirement that like if a tinter is doing a job that they got on Tintwork, do they have to submit after pictures of that job?
We are going to be doing that in phase 2, hopefully, of the app. We had to kind of pick and choose what was the, I mean, I don't even want to say bare bones because it's very complex in the first place how much we put into it, you know. But yeah. But, you know, I mean, you know, with pictures, like if they just take a picture of the car, I mean, they could. It's hard to tell. You can't really see.
You can take a close-up video or like a walk around or, you know what I mean? Like, I know what you're saying, but a picture or video is going to be the best way to see it versus like, because that's the only option if it could be.
Yeah.
So well, they can put the picture in your app.
That's exactly right. You're 100% right. Pictures and videos, they can use it, put it right in the Tintwork.
Y'all have pictures.
Yes. But for quality control, like Paul was saying, it's we have a reserve. So we hold on to $200 from every tinner, and it's basically to keep them honest. Yeah. So then if we do get a customer complaint, we have a little bit of money that we can afford to, if they choose not to go back and fix their own mistake, then, or we can't get a hold of them or, whatever, then, their account is frozen so that, we catch it right away. And then, we pay somebody else to go fix that mistake.
Like I just got paid to go fix a job. I just made a quick $80 just go do 2 front windows.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been testing it, manually, with me basically as the app for 3 years now, working with other tinners, and before we started developing the app like 2 years ago, and then it's been a lot of development, and then like you said, the last 3 months it's been a lot of hardcore beta testing with the members that we have so far, and it's working great, and it's very once in a while we'll have somebody that kind of doesn't work out after a while. They start out great and then their quality just kind of, so we nip it in the bud right away and just, deactivate their account, make sure that the ones that they did do are fixed, and, everybody, is just expected to honor their own work. And if they don't, they're no longer a member. It's that simple.
And then one of the comments also asked from Steve, he said, how many jobs are currently being done weekly, approximately, through the app?
We got a lot of jobs weekly now.
15 to 20 a day.
Yeah, about
times
15, 20 a day we doing.
140. Yeah. You were saying 150 before. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. We do a lot of jobs.
And it could be more if we had more tinners. Yeah. It would be double that. We're turning down work right now because this is so new and we're just launching the app,
About 400 jobs a month now.
We could, we could even do even more than that. There's just so much opportunity. So anybody even who's, watching or catches wind of this that, wants to move here, you're going to be busy. Don't worry about it. If you're good, if you're quality.
Hey, $2,000 a week is nothing. They'll make $2,000 a week like that easy.
Yeah.
We make that.
Yeah, it's peak season right now. It's hot, so this is the time to join and get onto the regulars. But it's get it. If you want it, great. You don't, that's fine. Pass it on to the next one.
So Steve also asked a follow-up question. You said if you had more tinters, there would be more jobs. Is the amount of tinters, is that like public information? Like, is that something you say how many tinters are part of it, or is that I don't know the access to that? Is that something that people see as like a member? Do they get to see everybody else that's part of the network, or are you just kind of submitting it?
No, they don't. They don't see how many members there are.
How many tinters are members?
Yeah. I mean, or you want to be attached to your phone so that as soon as they're posted, you can jump on it.
You can scroll to the jobs and see what city you want to go to. Like we have Granada Hills, we might have West LA. You might want to job in San Fernando Valley, and it breaks it down.
Right. And then you can program it, to get notifications for however many territories you want to work in. So if you're in Las Vegas, you're not, your phone's not going to be blowing up every 2 seconds letting you know about stuff in LA.
Yeah.
Do you want to publicly share the rates or not so much? Like, do the wholesale rates, like, are they like one wholesale rate per square foot for like flat, per car? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
So we pay the tinters $2 per square foot for the labor only. And then the thing that we just have to work on with the referrers is the tint, because there's just so many different choices of tint and, different prices for it. And, minimums that you have to buy from the manufacturer, shipping, yada, yada, that, we would have to just work with the referrer on that, about maybe suggesting to them that they just have the tint shipped directly to the location on where it's going to be.
Well, we have a spot on the app that's saying that the tinner will have their own film, or the referrer will take the film to them.
Right.
We'll supply the film.
Right.
Or
if it's a job where they need the tinter to just supply the film, and they say, okay, this is what my customer needs. They need something that's non-reflective and like a 20% shade, that's got, X amount, whatever, then fine. We'll work with them. We'll let them know what the price is from there. But all of that obviously just has to be manually figured out by me.
So that's a really good rate for any installers, because I would think, most installers I would say are probably getting paid 75 cents to $1.25 a square foot. So to get $2 a square foot from jobs coming to your phone, like I think there's no shortage of installers working for companies that would gladly take $2 a square foot. Like very good.
Oh yeah, and then the service fee is just 50 cents. That's it. That's all we ask for, just to be able to facilitate all of this. So we are. I mean, because Paul's been tinting for 30 years.
Yeah, I've been tinting a long time.
Like
and I worked it for 78 cents a square foot. And then I complained. I said, I'm not making enough money. So Ms. Mary said, I give you $1 a square foot then. That's okay.
Yeah, or $50 a car. I think you made at one
$50 a
place.
car when I first started.
Yeah.
And I said, man, this is killing me. I need some more money. All right, $60 a car. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
So I say, man, I got to give people more than that. I tell you, when we come up with this app, we're gonna give this much, because I know how much it costs per car. Depends on where you're buying the film. You're buying it from American Standard versus Solar Guard versus Johnson Film, whatever.
Versus
I know
3M or whatever.
I know how much it costs per square foot. So
Yeah.
So I say, let me give these people more money. Shoot, they're going through too much work. Shoot.
We discussed it a lot to come up with what was fair for automotive, payouts as well as flat glass, to make sure that we want everybody to make money. We're not those competitive people where we just want to keep it all for ourselves. We get just as excited when other people are making money as we do. So we just want it to be fair.
So I can't let you go without asking you, how in the world did you go from, obviously it was an idea, you said, let's build an app, but you actually built an app. So how did you go from let's build an app to actually building an app?
Well, shout out to Christian, who is the one that is the app developer that we hired.
Yeah. My goal was to take classes. I started taking classes, app development classes, computer classes, and then when we met Chris. We met Chris through someone else, because I said I need a good app developer that's going to college.
Right?
Yeah, my old roommate. My old roommate. He said, Paul, I got somebody for you. And then he introduced me to the guy, and I say, man, this is what we need, because we're working on other projects too that dealing with our company, and I met half of the people in college, that's working together as a team with me right now. We got a management system for our whole enterprise coming out in about another couple of weeks.
That'll then be able to plug into our app, so it's got to be, because yours is great, but we got to integrate it with ours, so I don't want to.
Can you see this? You can't read that, huh? You can't. No, you can't really read that.
What is that?
Oh, the app.
Oh, that's the other.
So I have some screenshots.
Shortly.
I have some screenshots I forgot to actually put up, so I'm going to put those up. This was the original post up on the screen now for everybody. This was one of the posts that you made where you said that the app's going to be live for LA and Vegas. And then I have some screenshots I'll scroll through. This is the post a job, you see the tinter, refer, tutorials.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
And,
so in further answer to, your question on how it was developed, I ended up having to write out the entire script because which is called the pseudocode. He knows the nerdy terms. So I had to write out the whole script of it exactly the way that every single page had to function, and then we just had our app developer figure out the code then at that point. So, and then lots of testing, and I forgot that part, and okay, let's add that, and it's a lot of work. 2 years.
3 years.
Well, but the first year was a lot. Well,
was it a long time?
It has been 3 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a blur.
Time flies. Well, congratulations on getting to the point of it going live. Is it being submitted to the App Store tonight, or do you expect it to be live? People can find it.
It's going to be submitted to the App Store tonight and the Play Store.
Yeah, that's actually going to be my next phone call. Is like, okay, is it live yet? Because we'd sent him all the screenshots and the description and everything that he's got to put on there a couple days ago. But yesterday he was too swamped, so then he said today, so it might even be up there now. I don't know.
It might be.
And then Steve asked, if this works in the tinting industry, why not do it within other industries? That's where the money would be. Do you have plans to expand to other industries beyond this, or do you want to stay in tint?
No, we just focus straight tint. Well, I don't want no detail. I had a mobile detail company. I don't want to deal never no detail. I let mobile detail to handle that. Mobile whatever he is. I don't want to deal with number just strictly tint. That we specialize in tint windows.
We can carry the concept maybe in the future to other things, but I mean that's so far down the future.
So far,
I don't know.
There's just so much work doing this app.
We might retire before then.
We'll be in our RV traveling.
So
we have other fun stuff we want to
do. You guys are wearing Tint LA shirts, so you obviously operate your own tint shop, Tint LA. Is there? Yes. I feel like I could fill in the blank, but like, is there a plan to hopefully transition to the app being full time and potentially away from Tint LA, or do you always imagine yourself doing both?
Well, it's essentially, Tint LA is a referrer for the Tintwork. You know what I mean? Because, anything that he personally can't do goes into the Tintwork now, and then we have other referrers that, funnel in their jobs too. So, in a few years, hopefully, we got enough tinters that, he can take a break.
Yeah, take a break.
Because he's been doing it for 30 years now.
7 days.
and then Tint LA, just simply all of our listings essentially will just be a referrer for the app and just funneling those jobs to the other Tintwork members, for them to do. But right now, for the most part, we are giving our members already priority, so we just put everything in there, and then whatever they don't grab, he does.
I just do.
Because I mean, we, like I said, we get just as excited for other people making money. So especially someone that's new, he's happy to take a break and give some jobs to someone else.
So we see it, we like, wow, Jimmy made $2,500 a week. Yeah.
That's a whole lot of fun.
Send him an emoji. We send him an emoji. Go.
We get all excited for him. It's like, hey, take a day off. All right, you're good.
Yeah. Your goal is to make $10,000 a month. You can do it.
Yeah. We get excited.
We get excited for him, man. Because that it's not that often. A lot of people in this situation don't have jobs. So we work hard for our guys.
Yeah, especially in this economy, we're really blessed to have built it up to the point where, it is surviving and more than surviving, it's thriving right now, so we're good, so even places that, have shops where now they're so restricted, and maybe they just don't even want to have to pay that rent anymore, switch to mobile. We'll help you out.
Yeah. A lot of people look at mobile as like a stepping stone to a shop, but like you're a perfect example of how it's not. Like you've built an amazing business mobile. You have incredible reviews, and like I've been aware of you for at least a few years, and you are always putting out pictures of like such a variety of nice cars, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, like just like a variety. And to be a mobile business and to be hitting that sort of market, a lot of people would say, oh, you can't without a shop, or you can't, and you can. And congratulations, really, on not only the business but the app, because it's a tremendous task, and you're at a really awesome place, which is
we had both. We had a shop too. We had a shop too.
We had one in La Puente for a year, but
we said, get this.
We were never there because everybody wanted mobile.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so funny that you say that. Like, a lot of people think like that's the only way to thrive is with like a shop, but it's not. If you've got it set up and you have someone, like me, if I may toot my own horn, that's really good on the phone. I give good phone. So, you get someone professional that can handle all the calls. So then he can just focus on the tinting, then. And
you go to these mansions, man, where they got 10 cars in the garage, underground. In the hills and Beverly Hills, we everywhere.
Yeah, we've done.
And nice people. Real nice people, man. That own these cars, man.
And those are people that are always buying
of cars, even like California.
And they're always buying new cars. And they're always buying new cars. People with the 10 cars, always buying new cars. So that's the good thing. And once they know you, call you back.
Yep.
Yeah. We have access where we have to sign waivers saying, Paul, you're going to go to this White House and you're going to see all these cars.
You can't say
anything. I go to the White House and I say, what the hell? How did this exist?
That's LA for you, is how did this exist? You could find that. You can find that in people's homes.
You know it's possible. You know it's possible, man. So.
Okay, well, again, Tintwork in the App Store tonight, tomorrow, Google Play, and for LA and LA area and Vegas. And then if you're in an area, I imagine that, and you want to be part of it, I would imagine just reach out to you guys and haggle you, and eventually you'll be expanding to their area, especially if they're a good referrer, right? Because that's what you essentially need is the referrers and the fulfillment.
And the tinters.
Both,
yeah. I mean, initially, I'll probably just try and convince them if they're in another area to move to LA. But no, please come here first so we can get this established. And then, and then tintwork.com, very easy website, tintwork.com. Go there and they'll see all the terms and conditions and the standards that we expect and the application and all of that and our phone number. And And then if anybody just happens to be watching and they want, their own stuff tinted that they're not in the business, they can call us as well, and we'll hook them up with a pre-approved tinter.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys again, and I really mean congratulations. I'm looking forward to downloading the app and checking it out. So,
thank you.
Are you in Palm Springs?
I'm Palm Springs.
Oh, good. Okay.
We'll be out there when tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a house, 2 houses out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we'll have a drink.
Shoot, if I see you, you're going to be doing 3 houses.
We're doing some work out there.
All right, very cool.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, well, thanks.
Reach out.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for doing this, and thanks for everybody for joining, commenting, watching, and so on. And we'll see you on Thursday. Have a great night, everyone.
Okay. All right.